So how you doing, girlie?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see you.
Beautiful
You're
to see
great.
you. Thank you. Beautiful to see you. Beautiful. Who's there? Who's there? I haven't slept a wink.
Really?
I get too excited. I can't sleep.
Well, Griffin's here,
Of
and
course.
he's been here since 8:30, I think is when I got to the office.
Uh-huh.
He was here. I saw Eric for a short stint, Eric Meadows.
I was talking to him.
And then Griffin's grandfather,
Uh-huh.
so that's a father-in-law to you,
Uh-huh.
came by, and your grandmother
Uh-huh.
on mother's side was here, so his great-grandmother.
Uh-huh.
And then the visitors stopped kind of coming in, and then it was just him.
Not my mom didn't come?
No, she did not come in this morning.
Wow.
Not an early riser, didn't crash the party.
No. Where's my mom, Griff?
Now.
Where's my mom, Griff?
He goes, let's just lay down the law right now. He says it's Griffin's show, right?
Okay.
He said, you know if she comes in, she's going to take over.
Okay. Okay, so, how are you doing, G? I love you.
He says, I'm doing great. And he goes, you know what? At the end of this, we can bring in the guest panel, and you can say hi to everybody. He goes, but this is kind of like our first.
I know.
He's like, he's so excited.
Okay.
And you know how, like, do you know, like, when people have muscles, they just, like, look emotionally tough?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, I think we just kind of learned that, you know,
Right.
the way the arms and the shoulders sit.
Right.
He's laughing at me for trying to pretend like I'm... But when he says, I'm so excited, he looks like a little kitty, like a little kid. He looks more slender and more, I don't know, young.
Yeah.
He's young anyways, but he's sitting down in front of me because we're sitting on the floor.
Is he excited?
Today.
Are you excited, G?
Very.
When you think about religion and Bible Belt where I grew up, you know, I've been told some people think doing this is speaking to the devil and, oh my God, you can't do that and stuff like that and charlatans and all this stuff. And I was thinking, if you really believe in the afterlife and you're telling me I need to get saved so I go to the afterlife, wouldn't you be freaking excited that we're talking to the fucking afterlife? It makes no sense. I'm confirming what you're telling me there is. You know what I mean? As much as I can. And you're telling me, shh, we can't do that. It's weird. Does it not make sense, or am I just so blonde, or what?
No, Griff says that makes total sense. He goes, but you're not giving them the proof in the way that they need to have the proof. Like, that's the whole thing, because also, if we find out for real, which, by the way, it's real, but, you know, if religion gets their proof that they're asking for and finds out that it's real, a lot of what they're asking their followers to do won't be needed anymore.
Mm.
Because
you pass the money basket
shed on, right?
Yeah. Because I was thinking, I was reading some criticism on you, Jamie, on the internet. Yeah, no, you'd be happy to hear it. And I wanted to go off on the lady, but then I remembered Griffin saying not to, so scratching like crazy, my dog, sorry, but, our dog, but, not to facilitate and spread bad stuff. So I just let it go. But it upset me what I'm reading, right? And so, I was talking to my friend saying, okay, let's take Jamie, one of the most talented mediums I've ever seen, the most talented medium I've ever seen, you know, I mean, but I mean it. If we took Oprah, we all know Oprah and her personality, her persona is our Griffin, put her behind the door and have me put an earpiece in and listen to Oprah and talk to you and Griff and tell you it's Oprah, I'm still going to mess up on some things because my humanness and my personality is going to interject with that. But the basic message is going to come out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I know I'm talking to Griffin because I know his personality, and I pick up all the nuances and all. And only a mom, knows her children, But so when I read the criticism, I'm just like, are you serious? You know what I mean? Like, it was cuckoo. Like, I just don't get it, but yeah.
I think, I'm going to see if Griffin agrees with this, but when we're talking about the communication to the afterlife, I feel if people don't have the experience for themselves in an open-minded way, which means show up without having the expectation of their loved one saying a certain phrase or a nickname or things that would give them the intellectual proof, and just cut ties, cut loose, have the conversation, work through it, and then later bring in their analytical mind and break it down and use that experience as a way of helping them understand if it can be real for them or not. But anybody that's coming forward and saying, I think their judgment of something and they weren't in the room or in the session, that it's just a way of themselves trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Even if it's critique and poo-hooing it.
But it was funny, Jamie, because it was like the example. I'm going to mix something together and make it not true because I don't want anyone to know what I'm talking about. But I know. It was like,
I'd like to know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I'll say something and you'll probably know. Okay, so Griffin comes in. He knows the shooting. He knows everything. You don't even watch TV. I know that for a fact because I've known you for a while now. You may have known about the shooting now, but I've seen you other things that you didn't know about that I was shocked. Bobby Christina and being at Emory Hospital. Just a lot of things that...
I know, which is right up the road.
Right.
Yeah.
Just a lot of things I've watched, And I don't watch judgmentally, but I know you don't watch TV. I know you don't. And so it's like you're giving me all this information. This is another medium. And then they want proof. They want Griffin to tell what's on the bed. Do you know what I'm talking about? Probably. What's on the bed. And Eric didn't want to tell what was on the bed. Eric didn't want to tell. Mr. Medhost didn't want to tell what was on the bed. Which I was laughing because I know Eric. And he's like exhausted at this point. Because he had probably told everything in this interview. Whatever it was. I don't know what it was. And then because... he didn't want to tell what was on the bed or whatever he said. All of a sudden, the girl's not a good medium. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
that's baloney.
I get that a ton. Yeah, if there's one thing,
I was laughing like, oh my god,
it's
ridiculous, right?
Well, not ridiculous to them. If they're putting all their money onto number 17 and it's never hit,
right? Then
they're going to disprove the whole entire experience completely. And, if you're in this world, then you'll find that's what people will hold on to. They won't hold on to the other 120 facts that were just said to them that they didn't hold valuable. So
that was the proof they needed. Was the pee under the fucking mattress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Because I'm like, how would she have known all that stuff she just talked about? Okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's maddening. But anyways.
Griffin says it'll be fun having this as an open discussion. In this way, he says it might help people understand that, they're used to fortune telling and shit like that, being all like,
your dad calls it a palm reader,
everything, and I know all the details. And he says, in the way that we talk, we see that you're people, but we don't really see your skin and shit like that anymore. We see all the energy. And so we're looking at you from a completely different dimensional viewpoint. So there's shit that we don't fucking care about.
Right, and I think
we don't care if you've got dust bunnies and crap like that.
Right.
So.
Griffey, and I think it's funny because you and me, we don't give a shit. We're not going to make Jamie prove shit. Like, if somebody questions me, I'm like, I don't care. I got what I needed. If you didn't get what you need, move along, honey. Talking to my boy.
He says, but even though you're not asking, he says, we'll be doing it anyways.
Right.
He says, you didn't ask how I laugh.
No.
He doesn't. But that's true. I hadn't seen him laugh like that. And for a burly, handsome young man to snicker, I mean, come on, guys. Things don't laugh like that.
I know, right? Griff, is there something you need to tell me? No, I'm just kidding.
He says, yes, that I love you.
I love you too. Is there anything else you want to say about religion? Just be kind to one another?
Be kind to one another, period.
End of story.
Yeah. He's like, we're going to say bye.
Okay.
He says, have fun editing this.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun.
This is number 1.
I know. I'm so excited. I love you. I love you, Jamie.
Many.